Hey Cowboys Nation! Welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analyses, rumors to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. Every year, as the Dallas Cowboys gear up for training camp, there's always some kind of drama lingering in the air. In 2024, it was the Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb contract sagas that dominated headlines, with Lamb even holding out before finally getting his deal done. Fast forward to this year, and the spotlight has shifted to none other than Micah Parsons, the defensive phenom, the game changer, the heart and soul of that Cowboys defense. Yet here we are, deep into the offseason, and there's still no extension in place. And while Parsons hasn't made any public threats or sat out of activities, the silence is deafening. Cowboys Nation knows all too well how these things can drag out. And when a player of Parsons' caliber goes unsigned for this long, the speculation naturally starts to spiral. And right now, that speculation is starting to flirt with a word fans never want to hear. Trade. Yes, you heard that right. Trade. The mere mention of Micah Parsons being dealt is enough to make most Cowboys fans spit out their morning coffee. But it's not just baseless chatter. Bleacher Report's Alex Ballantyne recently reignited the discussion, placing Parsons at the very top of the Cowboys' most valuable trade assets list. Now, to be clear, Ballantyne did say he expects the Cowboys and Parsons to eventually reach an agreement, but the fact that the possibility of trading him is even on the table speaks volumes. In the NFL, no one is untouchable. And when a player is as talented and as valuable as Parsons, there's no question Dallas would receive a historic haul in return. We're talking multiple first-rounders, elite starters, maybe even a king's ransom that could reshape the franchise. Still, just because they could doesn't mean they should. Parsons is more than just a star player. He's become the identity of this Cowboys defense. Since bursting onto the scene, he's done nothing but wreak havoc on opposing quarterbacks, elevate everyone around him, and become one of the most feared defenders in the league. He's the guy you build around, not ship off. So why is this even a discussion? Well, money talks. And the longer the Cowboys wait to get a deal done, the more leverage shifts toward Parsons. He knows his worth. The team knows it too. But NFL is a business, and sometimes business gets messy. That's especially true in Dallas, where high-profile contract negotiations always seem to come with a little extra drama. The concern isn't just about if Parsons gets paid, it's about when and how much. If the Cowboys hesitate too long, other teams will start circling, and the idea of a trade, however outlandish it sounds today, could grow legs fast. But Parsons isn't the only name popping up in trade conversations. The second most intriguing asset on the Cowboys roster, according to Ballantyne, is none other than Darren Bland, coming off a breakout season and entering the final year of his rookie deal. Bland has become a hot commodity. He's proven himself to be a playmaker, a true ball hawk with a nose for game-changing moments. But Dallas has a complicated situation in the secondary. They've already paid Trevon Diggs, they've invested in depth, and now questions are bubbling up about Bland's long-term future in Big D. Could he be the odd man out? It's a fair question, especially when you consider how quickly NFL rosters evolve. But trading him now, with Diggs and rookie sensation Shavon Revel Jr. both coming off knee injuries, feels like playing with fire. Bland isn't just insurance. He might be their best option if injuries linger into the regular season. And let's not forget how vital cornerback depth is in today's pass-heavy NFL. One bad injury can derail an entire defensive scheme. Bland gives Dallas flexibility, experience, and elite instincts. Not to mention, he's still playing on a bargain rookie contract. For a team with Super Bowl aspirations, that kind of asset is gold. Trading him would be a classic case of fixing what isn't broken. Sure, you could get value in return, but it's not about winning the trade on paper. It's about putting the best possible team on the field in 2025. And right now, that includes Bland. There's too much uncertainty in the secondary to be shipping out one of your most dependable pieces. Now, if there's one name on Ballantyne's list that actually makes some sense from a trade perspective, it's Jaylen Tolbert. The third-year wide receiver has shown flashes, but he's never quite lived up to the hype. With the recent addition of George Pickens, Tolbert's role just got even smaller. In fact, there's an argument to be made that Kevontae Turpin, the speedy return man with underrated route running chops, deserves more reps in the offense. That puts Tolbert in a tough spot. He's talented, yes, but he's buried on the depth chart, and in a league where every roster spot counts, that could make him expendable. Still, the return Dallas could expect for Tolbert wouldn't move the needle much, which begs the question, is it even worth making the call? But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as, well, the Cowboys have to walk a fine line here. They want to stay competitive, stay deep, and avoid sacrificing chemistry. Sometimes trading a guy like Tolbert is less about what you get in return and more about creating opportunities for others. If Turpin can thrive with more snaps, if Pickens quickly builds chemistry with Dak, then the offense doesn't lose a step. That's the ideal scenario, but as any seasoned fan knows, the NFL is rarely that clean. Injuries, setbacks, and surprises are always lurking. Tolbert might be more valuable as depth than he would be as a fifth-round pick in 2026. It's a decision that hinges on how confident the coaching staff feels about their current WR room and how aggressive they want to be in shaping the roster for a deep playoff run. Ultimately, the Cowboys front office is facing some massive decisions in the weeks ahead. Micah Parsons is the crown jewel, a player who can single-handedly turn games on their head. Locking him up should be priority number one, no matter the cost. Darren Bland is a close second in terms of importance, not necessarily because he's irreplaceable, but because the timing couldn't be worse to let him go. And while Jaylen Tolbert might be a trade chip worth exploring, even that has to be handled delicately. Dallas is teetering on the edge between contender and chaos. One wrong move, one misread of the roster, and the window starts to close faster than anyone expected. The pressure is on Jerry Jones and company to get it right. The fan base is watching closely. Cowboys Nation has been burned before. They've seen star players leave, watch talent walk out the door, and live through rebuilds disguised as reloads. They don't want to see Micah Parsons in another jersey. They don't want to lose Darren Bland just as he's peaking. What they want is a front office that recognizes what it has, pays the stars it needs to keep, and builds smart around the edges. The clock is ticking, and every day without a Parsons deal is a day closer to disaster. The headlines might say trade, asset, but the fans know better. Parsons isn't a piece to move. He's the foundation to build on. As training camp looms, the Cowboys' choices will define not just the 2025 season, but the next 5 years of this franchise. Will they double down on their stars and make one more push for glory? Or will they fall into the trap of playing it too safe, letting contracts and cap space dictate their direction instead of hardened talent? One thing's for certain, the storylines in Dallas are just getting started. And if we've learned anything from the past, it's that with the Cowboys, there's never a dull moment. Buckle up, folks. This offseason might just be the wildest one yet. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.